Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spiral Out Podcast. I'm your host, Chris West. On today's show, we have Brittney Renee. She is the lead singer of a Tool cover band called Aenima Femme. They are playing the House of Blues tomorrow night in Las Vegas, along with a bunch of other really cool metal acts, cover bands. Come out to see the show. It's free, all ages. Come have a good time. Support Brittney. She's a great singer and a huge Tool fan and prominent in the Tool community. Come support her. Come watch the show. Come watch cool chicks sing Tool songs. What more can you ask for?
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Spiral Podcast. I'm your host, Chris West. On today's show, we have Brittney Renee. Brittney is the lead singer of, how do you pronounce it?
Aenima Femme.
Aenima Femme, which is a Tool cover band.
Based here in Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah, based in Las Vegas. And they're playing tomorrow night at the House of Blues, big show with a lot of other well-known cover acts, right?
Yeah, so we're playing with Far Beyond Hostile, who I know from the LA scene. I've jammed with both Kiana on guitar, and I've done a show with Sarah on vocals as well. So I know both those ladies very well, and I know we're playing with Angel of Death, our friends in the Slayer cover band, and we're also playing with High Priest, who covered Judas Priest. Yeah.
And you guys have been playing the Vegas scene for six months or so, or a year or so?
It's been almost about a year. So I first started this band. I started seeking members for this band almost 3 years ago, back in 2023. I was gonna have it based in LA, and then I found members in Vegas that I'm like, dang, these guys are really good. So I had a whole different lineup before this one. I had Kevin, the guitar player of Silent Throne. He played in this band for a couple of shows. I had Cristobal Silvas, who is pretty well known in the Vegas scene. And then Nick Mendoza, who is currently the drummer for Distant Blood. That was the original Aenima Femme lineup. And then things kind of shifted. And so I made some changes. As of right now, I have Rick as my guitar player. He's not in any other bands right now. And then my bass player, Chris, who's working on a new project. It's called Amor and Mir, I think his new project is called. He was in a band called Azamai before this. And then April Centrone, who's my drummer, she is a very well-known Middle Eastern style drummer. So that's like her expertise outside of Tool.
Nice. I've seen you guys play a couple times, and you do Tool stuff pretty well. How come you picked Tool to cover band, like to be a cover band for Tool?
I'm going to tell you why I exactly chose Tool, because there were no women on the West Coast covering Tool as a whole. I didn't see any female fronted or any female Tool cover bands at all. And because I know you have Babes Against the Machine, they're based out of LA. You have Far Beyond Hostile, also Pantera cover band, they're also based out of LA. So you see a lot, and then the Iron Maidens, they were also LA based, and so a lot of them were all based on that scene. And I was like, well, there's nobody on the West Coast covering Tool. I was like, and for me, it was hard because I was going to audition after audition after audition for each band, just getting rejected, like whether it's covers or originals. Las Vegas is a little oversaturated with singers. I'm just going to put it that way.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, gosh, I am just tired of, all this rejection. I'm not getting anywhere. So I decided to go an even harder route, and I chose to cover Tool.
Yeah, it's a hard band to cover.
Yeah.
So you found
for sure. It took me quite some time to just to get the band members together and have everybody learn the material. And to be fair, I gave everybody, I like to give everybody a good amount of time to cover the material, because I know it is very time consuming, to learn all this material. It is a lot.
How often do you guys rehearse?
We try to rehearse once a week. We try to rehearse once a week at least, usually. But sometimes like somebody will have to work or stay late or
Sure.
that kind of thing. And so yeah, we usually, like I said, we try to rehearse at least once a week. We have over an hour of stuff rehearsed and that we know, but the last show I think we had, the last show we had was in March. That we only had like 20 minutes, and the show before that at the Copa Room we did like 45.
Yeah, I remember that. I think I went to both of those shows, but yeah, it seemed like you played a pretty long set at the Copa Room.
Yeah, it was a 45-minute. That was a 45-minute set. We didn't do any of the Perfect Circle stuff. We have some Perfect Circle in our set. We just haven't been able to put it back in there because it takes a little extra time to retune the guitars or switch and all that stuff. So
Gotcha.
unless we are able to play for a whole hour, then, it doesn't really make sense for us to do such.
So tomorrow you're playing on the 9th at a House of Blues, which is a pretty big venue.
Yep, that's correct.
Is it the biggest venue you will play so
Of
far?
my career, yes. This is the biggest venue I am about to play of my career. I have been waiting to play the House of Blues since I got to Vegas almost 6 years ago. Been in Vegas almost 6 years, and so before this, when I got into Tool, I was 12 years old. I heard Schism off of Lateralis for the very first time, and I heard every other Tool song after that, and I was just hooked.
Mm-hmm.
I was absolutely hooked after hearing every Tool song I have ever heard. When I was from the time I was a teenager, then my 20s kind of drifted away a little bit, and then got back into Tool when I was about, I'm showing my age here a little bit. 2019, when they put out Fear Inoculum, I got back into it, especially when they put it all on Spotify.
Yeah.
And then, just kind of got rehooked ever since that. And I think I've seen Maynard at least 6 times. Like with all the bands combined, I've seen Tool twice. I've seen Pussifer twice now. Perfect Circle at least 3 times, I think. Yeah. So, and I know I've got like a couple of posters here. Actually.
Yeah.
Well, man, let me grab this one. This is.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's the Perfect Circle one. This is from the Saison at the Hollywood Bowl. This was.
I was at that show as well.
Yep. So I'm sure you remember when they came out and they did Aenima and.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is the only show ever to have all 3 bands play in the same bill?
Yeah, no, that's funny you say that. That is true. Yeah, and then I have the other Pussifer. Poster from that show from the last show we went to, The Normal Isn't.
Mm-hmm.
I have that at home. I just haven't had a chance to bring that to the studio. But and of course I still have the one. I still have like the what's it called there? The felt thing from the watch party.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool too.
So they've played, or you guys play Tool songs. You say you're working on some Perfect Circle stuff. Are you going to pull that out tomorrow night?
No, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to have time because our set is pretty short. We're hoping at some point, like if we're out in like Arizona or California at some point in the next couple months, we're looking to make our way out that way. But, with everybody's schedules, it's a little tough to get everybody to agree on a date, to get out to other markets and whatnot. We're hoping to put a Perfect Circle songs back in our set list soon. Like I said, it's going to be a short list tomorrow. It's going to be, I don't want to give too much away, but it's not going to be too long. We're hoping for a longer set at some point. But as of right now, no APC for tomorrow. I know everybody's like hoping, oh man, you're going to put Orestes on the set list. No Orestes. Not right now, at least. We don't have too many Perfect Circle songs in our set list. I want to say like we only have 3, but
that's something.
Exactly. Yeah, it gives it a nice switch up for the people that are like, well, I don't want to hear all Tool songs. And I get it, some people enjoy, like, the more feminine side of Maynard or, like, or they enjoy Pussifer as well. We don't have any Pussifer in our set list. I am not opposed to that, though.
So how do you pick a set list for tomorrow without giving too much away? Yeah, I know you wanna play a couple hits. Is there, like, any stuff that you like to play just because you like it more than other songs?
So a lot of it, like, my guitar player picks a lot of the songs, and a lot of it is for tuning. A lot of it is all tuning based. We do have one deep cut in our set list. I will give that. We do have one deep cut in our set list. But other than that, it's mainly the hits from, you know, several different albums across the board. And I would say it's about, like, at least one hit off of the major 4 Tool albums. But we're hoping to add, like, at least 1 or 2 songs off of Opiate. I would love to do that. You know, it won't be
Mhm.
tomorrow night, but, it'll at some point. That's where we're hoping to get to.
So, obviously, Maynard is super famous and known for having a very dynamic voice, right? He can scream, he can do melodic stuff. How do you is the goal emulation, or is the goal, like, what is in your mind when you're going up there to sing these Tool songs?
Part of it is emulation, also kind of bringing my own flavor. So for those of you that haven't heard me do Enema on stage, so when I cover Enema, I have changed the lyrics a little bit just to kind of give it my own flavor. Like, a lot of people know that, without giving too much away, a lot of times Maynard, like, he talks about LA and how he doesn't like LA. I'm going to give Enema my own twist when I covered that
Sure.
particular song. I like to, emulation, but also kind of giving my own vision of certain stories as well is what I like to do when I bring these songs, on.
What about, like, your voice as an instrument? 'Cause, again, like you said, he has a dynamic voice. Do you have to practice? Do you do any vocal
Oh
warm-ups
yeah,
or
I do. I do vocal warm-ups. I just, I normally do my scales. I do some screams, and cuz it's basically singing and screaming all in one, trying to mix the distortion into the vocals. Like, especially with those long screams, like, really have that diaphragm take a big swig with it, and just, be ready to, because those notes, like, some of those songs, like those long notes at the end, it's good to just be prepped and be ready. So a full warm up is good for stuff like that.
what is your goal as a band? You've been playing shows in Vegas. You say you may wanna tour in other markets. What's, like, the long-term goal?
I would say long-term goal for me personally, and, I don't want to speak for the rest of the band. I know, like, there are some players that, I'm not going to mention names. There are some players that, they want to play local, and, because they have their lives at home, and there's nothing wrong with that. As for me, myself, I really love to tour, as, kind of showing this as, like, a female empowerment kind of thing, kind of showing women, giving girls the vision that it's like they can do or sing anything that they want, as long as they work at it. And, as show them, really, it's like, it can, these any type of music can be sung or played by anybody, as long
Sure.
as the skill is there, as long as the chops are there, as long as you can bring your vision to it, and really prove to people,
Oh,
hey, this is my vision of the story.
and own it.
Exactly.
What is your favorite Tool song? Maybe you don't play it, but what is your favorite one?
I really love doing the pot. I really love doing the pot. I love that it's challenging and it's all over the place. I really love I like doing Prison Sex. I like doing Parabola. Like, those are all songs that those are songs that are normally in the set list. 46 and 2 is fun one to do. I really love doing for whatever odd reason, I really love doing The Outsider, and I love doing Three Libras too. That's one we don't do too often. And I'm trying to think here. I know for a fact I really would love to do Hooker with a Penis at some point. I definitely want to do that one. I've like got that all rewritten with my own story as well. But
Have you
it just
have you
takes like it. I'm sorry.
have you reached out to any of the other all like female fronted cover bands, like you said, Babes Against the Machine, or any of those to see?
We did a show with Babes Against the Machine back in September at the Usual Place when they were here. So we did that with them a while ago. And like I said, we're playing with Far Beyond Hostile tomorrow night. As far as, because there aren't too many female fronted tribute bands here. The only other one that I know is oh gosh, Nine Inch Nails, and that's fronted by Mary Zima, who has the Voice Hacks channel and who also trained me. So I am also a Voice Hacks alum myself. So she's got the Nine Inch Nails cover band, which she's been wanting to play for a while. She's told me, she's like, well, we're not sure if we're going to do shows. And I'm hoping at some point they can do shows, because it would be,
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great way for us to both market ourselves and really help each other. She really helped me a lot, is, overcoming a lot of the fears. Like, for a long time, I didn't think I was good enough to be a singer. I didn't think I was good enough. I was kind of raised on, thinking like, oh, well, because I was an American Idol type, then, oh, I shouldn't do it at all. But nah, that's not the case. There are so many singers that don't even get on American Idol, or that, they don't even get looked at, because it's like they don't have the right look. They don't have the right sound, or whatever the case may be.
It could
You
just be
look
an
at
off
somebody
day
like,
too.
huh?
It could just be an off day too.
Yeah, that too. And oddly enough, I know Colby Calais and Hillary Scott of Lady A. They both tried out for American Idol. Hillary Scott, I know she got turned down by American Idol twice. She tried out twice and did not even get to the judges.
Wild.
Yeah.
I don't know if Maynard would get past the judges
Probably
in general.
not. And I think it's not even just because it's like, I feel like that show particularly, they really, you see a few rock singers here and there, but you don't really see like any odd type rock singers like that, because he's got the bald head and all that rocking. Like, if he were to try out for it when he was in his 20s, I don't foresee him going through it in front of the
Yeah, me
judges.
neither.
Unless like, how it's like they bring on some bad singers to humiliate them. I feel like they would do that to poor Maynard, the entertainment industry being as brutal as it is.
So, do you guys think you're ready for tomorrow? I'm sure you are, right? You're excited?
Yeah. Totally. I have been waiting for this show for a very, very long time. So,
And where are you guys first on the bill?
yes, we are. We're first on. We are going on at 8:00. And the doors open at 7:30. It's a free show, and if anybody is still not certain if they want to go, just get at me. Just message me on my Instagram, Brittney Renee T, or Aenima Femme Tribute, or you can just reach out to me Facebook, either on the page or on my personal.
Yes, please, if you're in the Vegas area, go watch Brittney sing some Tool songs, and a bunch of other bands play. Like you said, there's a Slayer one. There is what other tribute
Slayer
bands?
one, Pantera, and Judas Priest.
Nice. So yeah, go see Brittney, follow Brittney, and hopefully she'll sooner than later be in a town near you.
That's what we're aiming for. It'd be really cool if we can get to the level of like the Iron Maidens at some point. That would be That would be really ideal for us, but we'll see what the future holds and kind of go from there. I've also been writing some original songs as well. I've got a couple of original songs written, so I'm hoping to have those, recorded or, released by the end of the year. That's another goal of mine as well, aside from covering Tool songs.
Sure. And again, before we go, tell people again where they can find you, the band, the original music, all of that stuff.
So there's no page for any of the original music yet. So that'll probably be a whole separate project. Or it could be, Aenima Femme could come up with some surprises and throw it in our set. But if you want to find me, my personal on Instagram, Brittney Renee T. I spell it Brittney, not Any. Renee with 2 E's at the end and then the letter T. And then if you want to find the band, it's Aenima Femme Tribute, AENIMA Tribute. It's on Instagram. And if you want to go on Facebook, you can probably just find me under Brittney Renee. There's a lot of Brittney Renees, so you make sure that it probably doesn't even let people add me because I get so many friend requests a day and it gets a little overwhelming. But you can also follow me there if you're not able to add me. Or you can also follow and like the page on Facebook, Aenima Femme, over there, AENIMA, and then Femme, like it is in Femme Fatale. That's pretty much it.
Nice. I look forward to seeing you guys play tomorrow and taking your pictures.
Yeah.
Did you know that my middle name is also Renee?
No!
Yeah. We have the same middle name. Congratulations, Brittney. Again, good luck tomorrow. And again, if you're listening to this and in the Las Vegas area, come to the show. Have a good time. Some cool people play some cool songs.
Yeah, it's gonna rage tomorrow, guys. So do not miss out. And it's a free show, so doesn't get much better
Can't
than
beat
that.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Spiral Out Podcast is hosted by, created by, mixed by, edited by me, Chris West. Make sure you go to rockabilia.com for all your official band merch. Use the code Spiral Out to get 10% off your order. And go to spiraloutpodcast.com for all your somewhat recent Tool Spiral Outy news and other bands and such art.